Everybody, we're back with another unboxing, and this time my friend Wells brought over. He knows more than this than I do.
Well, it's the funny enough, it went up for sale on Skybound in like August or September
Last year.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, yeah, I'll purchase it, and then didn't hear anything at all for months. I was like, okay, maybe I just lost $250 or whatever it was.
Okay.
And
About $350.
It's right, just about $350. So it's supposed to be the Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2, and Torment, I think, is all supposed to be included. It came in a very nice faux suitcase cardboard box.
Yeah.
Well,
The Resident Evil 2 box crate also was cardboard, but they still did give a good slick design like this.
Slick design. It's pretty heavy duty cardboard too. It's like if nothing else, it's got some heft.
Yeah, it feels like it weighs like maybe almost 10 pounds.
Maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, it's not bad.
All right,
so we got the
crack this sucker open. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. So right off the bat, nice packaging design. Pretty solid setup there. So we got a stack of lithographs or little mini posters here. We'll crack those open in just a second.
Yes. Next,
our squishy Mort skull, which
is that any reference, or is that
he's a reference to a I believe is it Baldur's Gate 2?
Oh, is it?
Might have to relook that up. I think that's where it's from. These are all. See, Baldur's Gate came out like '98 or something like that. Like these are some old school games. Neverwinter Nights, I know I played a lot in like 2001. If I remember right, they won like Game of the Decade back 2 decades ago. So they did a whole revamp. Everything's HD, busted out, and it was the entire set of games. So this was, one of the wonderful cursed items that you could have. These nice, crazy looking skull there. But that's kind of a nice little, it's a squishy thing. Anyway,
is it just a stress reliever, or what's it listed as?
Shut up. It came with a set of D&D dice, which are actually really, really cool. Nice little steel tin for them. But here, Dan, hold out your hand. Check this out. This thing is like, that's heft.
Yeah, it feels like it's solid, and
it's like solid steel. Like they aren't aluminum or anything. Or they might be aluminum. I don't know what they are, but they're like.
Like feels like it weighs like at least like a pound or two. Like drop that on it.
Yeah, do your weights. You're like, that's a D4. On a that's got some heft. They're really nice though. They've got a excellent paint job, and they're really, really shiny. So that's cool.
Yeah, and PAX South is coming up. I think in about 2 weeks or so, and they are lots of like tabletop and sales.
Oh yeah. PAX always has that.
There's like a spot of one booth that's like nothing but dice.
Yep.
And from
every type, going all the way from like ebony wood and like 1,000-year-old bog trees that cost $500 for a set of dice down to just your bunch of cheapo sets. Okay, so what we got here? This is assuming a map.
Oh, I have to ask, is this your first time opening, or did you just take a gander?
I cracked it open just to make sure everything was in there, but I didn't actually open through everything.
So this is like your first time?
This is all like brand new stuff.
Like,
the games are still shrink wrapped as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. This is your like first time examining everything.
Oh yeah, no, like I said, I cracked it open, just to make sure, so we didn't have to go through all the tape.
All right.
So we got a map of the Sword Coast, which is where most of the game is here. We got Spine of the World, Lurkwood, Neverwinter Nights is up here somewhere. If I remember or Neverwinter is up here somewhere.
Neverwinter.
Yep, I'm trying to.
The High Moor. Neverwinter.
There it is. Yeah, Neverwinter over there on the coast. Yeah. Okay. So this is the Sword Coast. All this is straight D&D lore. So I think in Baldur's Gate 1 you run into Dritz. There's Baldur's Gate, the actual city. So like this is where the first game takes place. The second game takes place, you know, so wherever else, and then the Neverwinter Nights series take place over here. So this is all one continuous lore set, and they did a whole map there. It's kind of neat. It feels, I mean,
it doesn't feel like cheap paper. Like
no, it's heavy duty. It's not quite like a poster board. It's not like a leather or anything, but it's got like a faux leather kind of top. It's pretty neat. Nothing on the back there, unless we get out the
no secret battle plans.
We'll have to do the lemon juice and the heat treatment and all that to see if there's any secret codes on the back. But that's pretty neat. That's a neat little.
The war plans are like freaking.
It's a bizarre shape though, so that's going to be fun trying to find a frame to put that in.
Oh man,
Yeah.
the frame alone would probably be like $50.
I mean, I try not to do that.
Yeah, I try
I'll
not
get some
to.
cheap frames, but you know.
They tend to not last like.
This is what I was really looking forward to. The dice, because those dice were really neat. But this is when you got as you go up, you know, the first set you get the games, and then the second set you get the games and squishy over here, and maybe a map, I forget. This is the highest tier. And this is why I really wanted it, because it looked cool in the pictures. Solve the puzzle. There it is.
Solve the puzzle to open the box. Are you kidding me?
Cheat codes.
Yeah, at least there's no peanuts in it,
Right? No.
as Richard.
There it is. There it is. A Beholder dice cup. That thing is gorgeous. Oh man, it's heavy too. Feel that, man.
It feels like it's
it's like a.
well,
Oh geez, that's either heavy duty plastic or like a fake ceramic.
geez.
I don't know what that is, honestly, but that is really cool. It's got a little felt middle there. That's your dice rolling, so it doesn't bang up the table and all
Yeah,
that.
the dice pads. You see a lot of cool ones like these.
A lot of cool ones, but that's
at
really
PAX
neat.
at PAX South, and
that's a great little beholder. So like way back in the day, way back when we played in the DOS games, the first Wolfenstein and all that was Eye of the Beholder, and this little bastard was on the cover of that. And it was where you walk room to room, and it was like the old what was it? You remember the Windows screensaver, where it was the map generator, and it was just a cheap little maze that it kind of would roll through with like the gray walls. Do you remember that?
yeah, like dungeon crawlers almost.
Yeah, it looked like a little mini dungeon crawler, and that's what the game was. You just turn around, and eventually you'd run into some skeletons or something like this, and you'd run away. And
Well, let's try a dice toss in it.
oh, there you go. Let's see, because those teeth are. This may be for not the giant metal dice.
Yeah,
Oh,
got a 10.
got a 10. Middle. You're mediocre. All right, well, we'll see. But yeah, it doesn't bounce up, didn't make a huge amount of noise. So that's good when you're, I guess, here's a handful of stuff.
And I've seen some crazy like dice pads that
There
are
really are some neat ones out
and
there.
ones that like come in parts. You can put it together and
Yep.
fold it.
There's the
And then
towers that
the towers
where you
the towers
drop
that
it from
are
the top and they
the
do
towers that
whatever.
are like $50 or $100.
That's really neat what people have made with some of this stuff. That's really cool. This is what I wanted. So we got hand me them there scissors if you don't mind.
All right.
Make sure I don't snip the actual product.
If you're like no,
No, I never got it. I need another set. I mean, a first set.
geez, that plastic just doesn't want to give
no,
up.
it's heavy. It's not. They did not skip on any of the packaging here. So this might be a little hard to pick up because it's black on black. But there's a Beholder leather-bound little journal here.
Let me start from the top.
Yep. It's a really nice.
It's kind of like what
Inlay.
it's kind of like looks similar to the dice pad.
Yeah. He's a little Beholder guy. It's
Blank on the lot.
pretty heavy duty. Nothing fancy inside, of course. But
Yeah, that's just
hey, some random little.
show it up to me.
There's some random little, inserts, I guess, there, of illustrations. There's more than one?
But it's mostly just like
Just regular
for pen and paper.
Just that one page, I guess. Okay.
Like, oh man, that's like a life goal. I gotta fill that up to get to the.
Oh, no, there's another one there.
Oh,
Little brew. Okay. So, all right, some, flavor pages in the midst.
Oh, another.
Yeah, all right. We got some cool stuff in here. That's neat. That's. There's keep track of all your D&D fun stuff, or your Mega Man passwords from back in the day. We got
Feels
couple
up
pins here down the bottom. They're metal. I'd probably assume that they're copper or something like that, but let's see here. Got the from Baldur's Gate. Got the oh shoot, that's a pretty heavy duty coin.
Oh, wow. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Yep, there you go. It's got the main sigil that's used throughout the game for the cultists that are involved and all that fun stuff without going too far into the story. But yeah, that's really neat.
And what do you do with that?
It's a pin, so either wear it or shove it on the wall somewhere, and I think it'll be
Right on the wall of random like
Yep.
you used to have.
Yep. That'd be a great thing for the wall of random. Yeah.
I would just kind of like make a pre-hold, like there you go, to like not hold damage. And the second one,
Right, well, that's all right. So that's really cool.
the second one is just
The second one, and this is, I've never played Torment. That's the one that I didn't really mess with. I know that this is something to do with the cult, or the bad guy, that's their sigil in that game. Lady or something or another. I'm going to sound, completely out of my realm here, because I never played Torment. Out of the three different games, or the three different sets of games, that's the one I never touched.
now just take it apart to make sure that's everything.
No, I mean, the games themselves might be useful, so that's what I'm looking for now. Shove these to the side for a moment.
Don't want to get that wet.
Okay, well.
What about the... false bottom?
I'd be quite upset if I got the cool set and no games to go with it.
Unless the cool set is like must own games first. I mean,
No. It's supposed to come with three different steelbooks.
steelbooks. Unless that was a different version.
No, that's not one.
Does it say on the back or online?
Did it ship separately? I still have the box it came in at my house, which will be hilarious if they were just sitting at the bottom of that box. Luckily, I didn't chunk it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's cool. Everything is in here except for the games.
And what about the other one, or is that just all you see on there?
This? Well, here, give me them scissors again. This is, I think, just posters. We're going to have to look at these still, but yeah.
I was like, maybe the games are in there. I mean,
It's a real crappy protective sleeve if it is.
this is taking me back till when I opened up.
Don't do it like this, kids.
Yeah, this is taking me back to when I was opening up our Resident Evil 2 collector's edition unbox, and I'm like, where's the key set? Of like the clubs, diamond stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I remember seeing that online.
Yeah.
And Richard was the whole box like, no, that's it. And I was like, all right, that can't be. And I was like, he's like, no, look. And I'm like, I found out later that was a European version.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, it's not that I'm not grateful for what it came with. I mean,
Nope.
so are there different posters there?
There is. This looks like if the game is, it's been a while since I played these, but that looks like Imoen, the little ranger who joined you pretty quickly. And then we're just gonna, I'm not bother with any of the names anymore.
All right, then just pass them to me.
Yeah.
So we got
All right, cool. So.
the Ranger.
Yep. There's
Got the Ranger.
I've not played these in so long. I have no idea who that is anymore. Seems like that might be the bad guy for one of the other ones. Mm-hmm. This is one of my favorite characters from any game ever. This is Minsk. The sorceress up there, her name starts with D, I forget her name. She's unimportant, I always kill her off because she's useless. But Minsk is a ranger who is super powerful in Baldur's Gate. And Baldur's Gate 2, you get him like right off the bat. And you'll notice on his, I believe it's on his right shoulder, there's a little hamster.
Yeah, like right. It's like right in the center of the of the image.
That is Boo, who he believes is a giant space hamster come to guide him because he is absolutely bonkers insane. And so the hamster is who guides him, and he's one of the most powerful players that you can get. He's great to use, but he just sits there and rambles on about Boo, his magical hamster, and if you're down with that, it's very entertaining. This, I don't know.
Oh, we just last one shown.
Right there it is. Looks cool. Whatever it is, I think that comes from Torment, which is unfortunately the set that I haven't played.
Like looking for hidden corners.
Looking for this is a really heavy duty box, so it feels like there still might be something in there, but there's not. And
then what I would do is look online. Look online to wherever you got this.
It probably is still in the box. Like there's probably just a second part of it that I didn't notice. Because you pull this out and you go, and as is right, there's a lot of really cool stuff in here.
We didn't really get a good look at the tube here.
The tube itself it's got all the different games, motifs from them. So there's like I said, the Colts symbol from Baldur's Gate. That's Neverwinter.
In the middle.
Yeah, and then I guess this is the Torrent side over here.
On the right, to give a good look.
It's a really cool little holder there. But,
yeah, like.
This is quite entertaining. So, if somebody else is getting one of these and looking,
please let us know. How about that for the title? Where are the games?
Where are the games?
And I know that sounds like clickbait, like watch my stuff.
Watch my stuff. Where are the games? Well,
no, seriously.
Guess what? No answer.
we did not plan this.
Yep.
We're not doing this as side quest. Like a friend dressed in a bunny suit jump across the corner and say, "Here are the games."
I took the tape off because I had some tape on the sides, and I did that real carefully before I came over. And I opened it up, and I was like, "Well, everything looks all nice and packaged in there," and that was it.
And this wasn't anywhere where strangers or guests in the house can come in.
It went from my bedroom to here, so.
So it's been
It's not. But it was, and the package that arrived was really nice and sealed up too. It wasn't all damaged or anything. So they sent it through, I think UPS.
And normally also what we do also in our podcast is try to guess the price from the people who did not buy it. And
but I think I already dropped a hint.
So it wasn't $350. It was $100 less.
Thereabout. It was. I mean, you can make your guesses now, but
yeah, I think you said it was.
I believe $279 change plus tax or whatever.
Yeah. I gotta get this squishy.
Get this squishy.
And it makes no sound. And it makes no sound, but.
Yeah. Okay. So let's try that.
It's not like squeak squeak, but that would be. I guess that would be more.
The answer to this is the enhanced edition collector's pack. And if you see in this picture there, it most definitely has the games. And everything else is represented. There's the tube with the map. There's the the four lithographs. The pins. I'm actually missing a pin. Dun dun dun.
You don't think so? Like someone took it, or
I don't understand why one of those would be missing. Ultimate collector's pack. That's what I'm looking for.
And you said that, and you checked also to make sure everything was there, and you recall seeing the game.
It includes the game. Yeah, I'm just double checking I have the right one.
Unless you.
Okay, so physical games. It's supposed to include steel boxes of Squishy Skull, Mort, Parchment Nap. Yep.
Yeah, this
2-pin set. So the pins on there.
2 pins. Yeah, there's we got 2 here.
The cool Beholder dice tray, which was honestly that's really cool by itself. I'm very happy with that. The metal dice,
heavier than it looks. Yeah.
All right. Like I think it's you can't really. You could. It's hard to describe weight on a video, but
you could like murder someone on the
really could. That would be like Colonel Mustard in the
in the
dining room, whatever the hell that is. With the Beholder dice tray. The journal, the lithograph prints, 4 of them. Yep. And so they should. That's and mine's for the PS4 is what I got it for, but it's right there, physical games.
Physical games.
Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to be physical edition of Baldur's Gate, Baldur's Gate 2, Planescape Torment, Icewind Dale, and Neverwinter Nights. So
There's a good chance the games just could be in the box.
They could be in the box, and they could not have shipped at all. If that's the case, then I need to
make the call or something.
Make some calls. Because, you know...
Because why else would you go through all this trouble? Why else would you go through all this trouble without the main attraction?
Don't get me wrong, it's really neat, and I like all this stuff, but the stuff is secondary to playing the game, of which I haven't played in 20 years. So, you know. So. So far, I'm tentatively giving this I'd give it an 8 out of 10 on, I'd say, value for everything purchased, and everything's quality is really nice. A 2 out of 10 if the games don't show up at some point, you know.
I know.
Because as nice and quality and cool as all this is, the whole point was playing the damn game.
It's like, all right, I got you a basketball court, basketball hoop, a backboard, and frickin' like field lights, but no basketball.
No basketball. You don't get that. Here's some rocks.
And the thing is, it's another thing you just mentioned, because after what we usually do in our unboxing is we would ask the guys how much you think it is, and I'll tell whoever gets it right or gets it closest. And so far, I think David has kind of always won. Last time. And then we go through evaluating every little thing on if it's worth the price.
If you were to pick up let's say the squishy by itself just out of the store, I'd spend $5-10 on that maybe. I want to go above 10 for sure.
I don't think this is one of those bargain bin squishies.
No, it's a pretty quality one. It definitely has some oomph to it.
Let me show the audience a closer look at it so they can see the details of it. Because it doesn't look like it would be even the shading here and stuff.
No, it's pretty quality. The enamel pins are pretty heavy duty. Everything is a good. There's a good heft. There's a good quality. Everything feels really, really nice.
I'm tempted to just put this on a scale and just find out how much it is.
It's a couple pounds. It's definitely not your average little whatever.
Yeah, it's not hollow. It's solid and stuff. Pause. I'm gonna actually go put it on the scale. All right, so I just went up and put it on a scale, and it weighs almost 1.5 pounds.
It's pretty solid for just a random ceramic thing.
And it's not hollow. I mean,
no, it's not. It's not like particle board or anything like that. Everything about this, okay, so we got a leather-bound journal here.
Oh yeah.
Even as cool and engraved as it is, because it's really nice engraving. I still wouldn't spend more than $5 on this. A journal's a journal. That's neat, but.
And this one, how much you think? I think at least 20.
I'd even go so far as to say maybe $40 for that, just because that's really, really nice. It's really well painted. It's really high quality. Yeah. $5 each for those pins.
And not to mention this here.
No, it's for the dice. It's velvet inside.
Velvet, yeah.
Or felt. Either way, it's fancy.
Hard to tell if this is hand painted, but yeah.
So we're gonna, even if we do 5, there's $20 worth of random nonsense.
The metal dice.
This is a little okay. So if you spend in between $10 and $20 on a regular D20 sets, I'd say easily $50 for the dice. Because they're heavy duty metal. They're really well they all seem really nice balanced. Play around with them all.
Did the description say what they're made out of?
No, just metal. Solid metal.
All right, yeah, because the ones at the dice dealers, they do tell you what they're made out of and how.
There's you see bronze ones and copper ones, and I've seen. I actually have a couple Tiger's Eye ones that I thought looked cool. Had money to burn, so.
Okay, and this is what the map's in.
The map's in, and the map there. I'd say that's a little bit more because that's it's a bigger shape. So, we got. What do you think? Maybe $30 for that?
Close to it, I would say. Yeah, I wasn't thinking definitely more than 20, but less than 50.
The four lithographs here, they're really nice quality. They're matte and not shiny, but that's obviously they used a high quality printer for this. They're on a decent little cardstock, so you didn't even have to frame them if you don't want.
Yeah, and I've seen artist alleys, people that value these around maybe 10 or 15, but depending on how good.
Usually they'll do a set of 4 for 30 or 2 for 20, something like that.
2 for 20 is common. I actually just bought some 2 for 20.
I like going to the artist alley. I always try to drop
a
money
week ago at IkiCon.
Yeah.
And the pins.
And I'd say 10 for the set wouldn't be too bad because they're heavier. And that's $5 a pop on these. If this was just randomly hanging at a booth or something, $5. Somebody would buy that.
Like 10 at most if they want to be greedy.
Yeah, and we're trying not to be greedy here. We're trying to just say like what would be a normal market value. Like not just at a con where sometimes the prices are fluctuate all crazy.
And the price of the box.
The box itself, honestly, that's a $20 box. That's a really nice box. I'm just going to use $20 as my go-to for damn near everything here.
With a little ribbon lip for
because
time to pull.
They don't have nothing else. They put some time and effort in this. So I'd say let's be real, because buying the set of all the games by itself without any of the rigmarole here, $90 to $100 I think was what it cost. Like that's from the site, the same thing. So there's $100 right there. If we got, let's just say for nice easy, $50 here, $50 here. There's $100. There's $20 worth of nonsense here, and then
maybe another we said 15 for each of those, or
we'll say 40.
And then of course the missing games.
40. There's let's just say 60 for all of these together. So there's 80. There's a couple extra bucks for this. And honestly, this comes out to
the price that you paid for
200 and some loose change, 220. If I were to buy each one of these, and but I mean, you get the whole set. Everything's here. Everything's everything's themed. It's all it all rolls together. The beholder is the same beholder as the same beholder as the same beholder as the same beholder. So that's kind of cool. I'm not upset. I don't think, other than the games, that is the deciding factor. If I get home and I tear apart that box and there's nothing in it, and I call Skybound and it just shipped in a separate box. Okay, that makes no sense, but okay.
Yeah, because I remember when we opened up the box for Resident Evil 2, the game was right in the first thing you saw.
So it's the opposite. When I did the Borderlands 3, because I got it came in this really cool doll weapon chest. So you had to open the chest, and it has it's like a weird toolbox thing, so it pops out all weird. And there was there's the paintings I think were on top, and then there's the model kit was there, and then there's all these they had a bunch of small things in that one, so it was all over the place. It was really really tightly packed. And you had to go all the way to the very bottom was where the game was. So I was expecting the same with this, but not so much.
Well, guys, I guess what we'll do is I'll put
update to follow.
Yeah. I'll also put in a little caption right below on the screen whether we found the games or not, or had to make a call.
Yeah, well,
because as of filming this, we're dumbfounded, not with.
I'm keeping a nice composure and not flipping anything over while being on camera.
Where are my games? And I saw what you were looking at. There's a Baldur's Gate for each of the consoles. Was this a specific console?
I got the PS4.
Yeah,
is what I ordered.
So the PS4 version game case is missing from here.
And whether or not it's 3 game cases, which is what the picture showed. I'll send you that picture so you can put a little blurb of it.
And then there is pretty much nothing else we have left to discuss.
No.
Love the dice though.
Honestly, like I said, everything in here, I'm happy. This was a solid set. However, it's either going to be an 8 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10 because
where's my fucking game?
It was bad enough I was going to have to delete some stuff and make room to put it back on, but that's okay. That's the price of having too big of a game collection.
Yeah, man. I have over 40 PS4 games, and I'm not done collecting yet.
Nope, never.
There's still some.
Never.
Yeah. I think the PS4 library is the largest I've ever had. I'm slowly building the Switch now. I think I now have 7 games, and I've had it for a year.
Okay.
Which is decent enough, but I've been focusing more on PS4. But now I'm on
Steam is my black hole where everything just disappears to. So.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching.
Thank you.
Once again, I'll put I'll do that if it's
updates to come one way or the other if I'm raging out or not.
Yeah. All right, and I think our supposed third party is now texting me back.
Yep. Well, sucks to be them.
All right, guys. Thank you all much for watching. See you guys next time
And skeet, skeet, skeet. So as you can see, that's some nonsense.